So I'm very interested in the direction the Knight goes. Right now, On is hovering Zed and LeBlanc. Will that be the direction that we get? Yes, it will be. So we're going to get to see Knight's LeBlanc come through. And I mean, a mid laner that just works so well with duelist junglers. She can either be the follow-up or she can be the initiator.
As BLG have started up the first Drake of the game, Trimby, Morteos, and Disamas all around. Even levels here for everybody except +1 level for the AD carry role on VKS, as now Miru's ready to ride the wall straight in. Shadow under pressure a little bit here. They want to kill the BLG jungler, but it's first blood over to Knight instead. Disamas has to try to get away. Bin arrives with a teleport, and the equalizer lays out the red carpet. Disamas is welcomed straight to the spawn platform. One more auto attack takes him down. BLG have already secured 2. Shadow getting away just barely. Trimby with a flash in to finish off the kill, and he gets back through a magical journey over the wall to stay alive himself. So VKS get one back, but BLG wins the fight at the cost of Bin's teleport. Not a lot of importance placed on that one after the first fight that was over. As Elk, he does get himself caught up inside that Tempered Fate, tries to back away, but the Cyclone interrupts it. That Elk just got hunted. Morteos is the one holding the smoking gun, and VKS get everybody away.
You can see Boal has that Koenig Rooker now, so he is going to be very difficult to push out in these side lanes by either LeBlanc or the Rumble.
Ooh, nice Tempered Fate there coming out from Trimby. Does want to get the binding into the wall after, but On's continuing to just walk away. Point Blank Keeper's verdict, and On survives the ambush.
It's the jungle support duo. To me, that was kind of the biggest difference in the last game, how they played together. They're TPing in Miru. They're going to see if they can do something. Yeah,
looks like Disamas has to try to get all the way out here. Defensive Cyclone wants to re-engage there onto Shadow. Seismic shove collides with On. He's down to about 20% HP, and On's turned off. Nice moves from VKS, fighting him off to secure the feat of warfare.
Themselves 3 kills, but BLG's not done yet.
Yeah, Shadow wants to step forward, but he's chunked to half HP. Trimby continuing to get away as Miru rides the Weaver's wall in, but it knocks Shadow onto the wrong side, so he's still safe, and now Miru's gonna be your target. Just completely exploded, but still alive for an extra second. Knight takes him out with the Sigil of Malice. It's a double kill now as Disamas falls too. The LeBlanc is getting fed, and VKS needs to run. Bin's here to cook him up. Triple kill over to Knight. The LeBlanc gets a quadra. 15 minutes into the game.
The Comet ends up getting that kill from Bin on the backside. Actually, no, I mean, the quadra kill, we saw it from Knight, so the fact that he was able to secure it, this LeBlanc is now monstrously flamed. Let me guess, there it is, the Mejais, a traditional Knight staple. And I mean, there's no reason.
Yeah, this could be, look at the damage on Disamas. Knight just needs one more spell. Sigil of Malice, one more. Oh, there it is. Knight is dominating. 6-0-1 on this LeBlanc.
He's poking pretty hard.
That he is.
The poke is 100% of your HP.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty dire out here for the side of VKS. Knight is still the vast majority of his team's gold lead, however, so if they can kill him, it will be huge. Knight now in some danger, down to 10% HP. Boal misses the third in Tofo strike as Miru rides the wall forward. Trimby is waiting. They give the shutdown over to Boal, and Knight, playing too far into the faces of VKS, gets punished. The gold lead now down below 1,000, but VKS has overstayed. BLG's reinforcements arrive, and Trimby is immediately destroyed. Shadow sidesteps away from the seismic shove. Miru now in a little bit of danger. He no longer has the unraveled earth. Shadow defending himself with the ulti for now. Disamas spinning into the back line. Shadow is already down. VKS coming to life as Elk is grounded, and Miru takes a triple kill to tie up the goal.
Chaos has enveloped the rift as VKS find a massive comeback play. Triple kill for Miru, a TP back into the river as BLG is not done yet.
Bin is looking for Morteos, who was pushing for that mid tower. He got it. They're going to TP in to defend him, though. Miru's coming, but so is Knight.
Morteos already uses the spell shield to block the first Electro Harpoon. Second one tags him. Bin finding a decent amount of damage here, but Miru is first to arrive. Knight wants to kill the enemy AD carry. Miru dies. Bin is traded. Knight looking for a little bit more, but now he's in danger. He dodges away from the Tempered Fate with Distortion. Trimby continuing to chase, but there's nobody else left to chase with him.
Elk tries to turn around, but can't make it work.
Yeah. They're so bad, but it's fine, guys.
Well, I mean,
as it looks like VKS are ready to start up the objective. They are daring BLG to come and stop them. Shadow immediately dropping the ulti here. Knight goes for some quick burst, doesn't find a ton. Trimby only tagged with a Sigil of Malice, but no detonation here just yet. Morteos using the spell shield. On looking for maybe a flank here from the other side. Miru with a very nice Weaver's Wall to prevent any approach from BLG, and VKS just navigated the dragon fight better.
But notice the moment that Boal arrives, just as Azael was saying, space gathered. He is just a man that is not afraid to face check this LeBlanc. He tanks up all the damage. They pop the ult.
Okay, they're on the hunt. BLG have to try to disengage this now, as immediately they seismic shove Shadow back. Disama's going in for the Cyclone. They want to look after Elk. Shadow has to flash away. Redemption coming in for the side of VKS. Nobody dead on BLG. Miru throws himself into the back line, but Disamas is already down. Knight with an assassination. VKS, they took out the enemy Rumble, but they lost their jungler, so there's no chance to go for the Otacon. Yeah, back on live, it's BLG.
There, they know.
Looking at the Otacon. Boal is right nearby. The Otacon dropping decently quickly.
No flash out.
It's already down to about 1/3 HP. The rest of VKS isn't here yet. The Otacon's down to 4K. Does Trimby have the ultimate to try to stall this out? The Otacon's already going to be taken. Shadow secures it, and now BLG are looking to turn and maybe fight. On is the target here at the very start. Redemption coming in to heal him up. Boal still here on the front line. Shadow, defensive ulti, trying to buy a little bit of time. He has to know that he's dead here, so he's just going to create some room.
Look at Knight,
for the
though.
rest
They're
of the team to get
low.
away.
Morteos
over the wall. Morteos just barely staying alive there as Knight jumps over the wall and nearly assassinates him. So it's Otacon traded for Shadow thus far, but Knight is still looking.
So easily. So Knight is just going to be able to get a free tower.
Now Morteo's in a lot of danger. He's exhausted, but the rest of the team shows up to immediately back him up. The Redemption to heal him. The exhaust does not do enough. And now VKS are looking to grab a little bit more. Trimby trying to catch up to Shadow here. Disamas and Miru also hanging around nearby. Morteo staying with the rest of the team so he does not get assassinated. They're starting up the Baron right now, but they don't want to anymore. They'll back away with just the pick on the enemy support.
And Morteos, does pick up the Null Magic Mantle here. Honestly, I would have preferred to see him just go Lifesteal, just go Bloodthirster. You're not getting 100 to 0. It's about the chip. You need to be able to heal back up to be able to stay active in these fights. BLG two-minning the Baron right now, but Boal taking space. Knight looking over the wall.
Boal here in the front line. Knight looking at the back line. Disamas goes in for the Cyclone, knocks up a couple of them. Elk and On off to the side as Boal goes in after Bin. Tries to go all out, but it's Boal in the middle of 3 different people. He's going to be locked up here with a Tempered Fate to buy him a little bit of extra time as On's going to be taken down by the rest of VKS off to the left here at the same time. Elk takes Trimby out of the picture as Boal finally dies. BLG find a 2-for-1 so far. Knight jumps over the wall. Miru fighting back. He throws another rock. Miru is low. Bin wants to go in. It's double golden statues. Bin is about to die. Knight is about to go with them. Morteos gets back over the wall as Elk takes him out. As now he has to try to get away. Disamas with one last auto attack. There are 8 dead bodies on Summoner's Rift, and only Shadow and Knight remain alive.
You wanted blood, Nenius, and these teams are delivering.
This game now on that Corki, who is, 1 item away from full build himself.
Yeah, and Miru is very far up. I mean, he's just there. He's going to get picked.
Yeah, Miru slammed into the wall. He tries to go for a little bit of Gromp gaming. He flashes even, trying to get away. The mid lane inhibitor turret, the inhibitor right behind it, and finally break into the base. Tempered Fate catches Ben on the very edge. Trimby trying to bind him into the wall, but he doesn't have the distance. Now the equalizer here for the counter attack. Knight looking for the back line. Keeper's Verdict ejects Boal. Morteos under pressure. BLG looking to go all the way in as Knight ends up trying to get away. Morteos barely hanging on, but Disamas is down. Knight kills him off. BLG still looking for even more. Morteos barely hanging on, and that might be the difference between absolute tragedy or not for VKS.
So many flashes spent across the board there, though, as that just seemed like a very disjointed fight for VKS.
Morteos! He's gonna die to the chain! Knight with the pick! We've talked about it all game long. If you lose track of him, you are dead, and Knight will sign the death warrant for the Brazilian AD carry against BLG in this second one. But BLG are looking to tighten their hold on this game. The Weaver's Wall flies in. It's On, the only one trapped on the other side of it. He channels the Keeper's Verdict. Tempered Fate locks him up. Equalizer over the top of everybody here on VKS. The Redemption coming in. Trimby tries to heal up as Shadow dives in. Trimby's already down. Defensive ulti coming out from Disamas, but the tier 3 turret is erased from the Rift. Boal, the only thing that BLG can target from here. Shadow healed up by Redemption himself. BLG have broken a second inhibitor now in the bottom lane.
The mid wave is being escorted in by Knight. That's 2 waves hitting onto these Nexus towers. Baron empowered, only 4 members left from VKS.
BLG looking for their game-ending push, but Elk is going to be caught out a little bit by the seismic shove. He has to get back. The barrier keeps him alive. Shadow also at death's door. 100 HP here on the enemy jungler. Knight tries to jump into the back. Guardian Angel ready to bring Shadow back to life as the Pathmaker into the seismic shove. Kills him yet again. Morteos takes the kill credit, and VKS, despite their base being in shambles, 2 inhibitors down, 1 Nexus turret gone, they are still alive.
I mean, it's such a problem when you look at some of these last fights. Is On gonna get caught?
Yeah, On hit by the seismic shove into the unraveled earth. They commit the Cyclone for it. Disamus trying to look for a little bit more. Knight knocked up by the Cyclone. Slam back into the wall, tries to distort over. Shut down by Miru. VKS picked the enemy mid laner in support. Now they're riding into the mid lane. They want to look after Shadow as well. The Weaver's Wall doesn't catch him on the right side of it. Shadow gets away, but VKS have a 5v3 for the next 30 seconds.
They're gonna try to end the game. They're gonna go right down mid here, I think, and look for it.
But they have the Unleashed TP available on Bin and a massive wave in the bottom lane at the same time.
The pink
Boal is going bottom to try to stop it. VKS continuing their push. It's Shadow and Elk trying to defend this. Bin coming around here from the side as well. Drops the equalizer defensively. Shadow going in after Miru with the redemption. Keeps the VKS mid laner alive. The push from VKS stopped for now. TP coming in from Boal, but Bin's gonna TP into the enemy base. Bin wants to end the game. Boal's teleport has left the base vulnerable. Now Bin joins up with the super minions. The defense has to be mounted. Miru's the only one who can try to TP. He's
got no health,
but he has no health. Miru going golden, trying to survive as Shadow and Elk distract, and Bin will end the game at the Nexus. VKS fought well, but not well enough. BLG move on.
So close for VKS. After getting that pick onto Knight, they saw the opportunity, but that TP from Boal was everything the BLG needed. It was the last thing that they were waiting for, because with him gone, there was no defense, and BLG could close things out.
Yeah, by the skin of their teeth in this one. 21-20, the final kill score. Nearly a 44-minute game. VKS held on for so damn long.
It was a bloodbath of a game. It was back and forth. Analysts, tell us your thoughts.